dark.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason Lohr here with Jason Lohr Photography and Films, and today we're going to be looking at a new card game that I just bought, and it's called Pitchstorm. So basically, Pitchstorm is for everybody to play, but then this is definitely more for filmmakers and, in my case, a screenwriter, because the whole point of the game is you have two roles. So you're going to have the writers who's going to be coming up with the ideas, and then you're going to have the executive producer who's going to decide which ideas is better. Now, the way that the writer determines what story they're going to be getting is based on the two cards that they pick, and one is the character card, which is going to have a random character that's given to you. And then the second card is going to be a plot card. And this is going to be a random plot that's going to go together with the character. And when you put them together, you're going to have a screenplay all together. And you're going to be pitching this idea to the person that's going to be selected to be the executive producer. Now, the producer is going to be picking 3 random note cards. And these note cards are going to have suggestions that's going to alter the story idea, and this is all based off of what the writer is gonna, basically incorporate those suggestions to the current stories that they were just randomly given. Now, it's usually best to play up to like 3 to 5 players, because you can have one executive producer and then you have a few other writers out there, because it's great because now you get to hear everyone else's idea and how they're gonna incorporate suggestions from the executive producer to make their ideas either better, sillier, serious, or just downright ridiculous. And again, that's where all the fun comes into play, is when you start hearing like just all the randomness from like your friends and families. All right, so we're gonna do a little quick demonstration here. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick out one card from each of the piles. So my first card is gonna be a character card. As you guys can see right here, bam, we got a character card. Boom. Next card is gonna be a plot card. Boom, random. Boom. And then for the executive producers card, which is going to be this guy right here. So we'll see what surprises this has in store for us later. Now, we got 45 seconds, according to the instruction manual, to put these two together, and then also incorporate the suggestions from the executive producer's note. So here we go. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and see what this story entails. All right, so we have a lonely child at a boarding school incites a rebellion in an oppressed insane asylum. Okay, that's pretty interesting. I mean, check it out, yo. Like, seriously, that's what it says on the cards. So let's go ahead and see what the executive producer has to say. So, add more dads. We want this to be the perfect Father's Day movie. Okay. Wow. All right, let's start that timer. So 45 seconds to get this down. So let's see where we can get. So basically, we have a story of an orphan child who is going to boarding school, and the school deemed him to be insane because of like all of his depression and all this mental stress that he's going through, and they deemed him to be insane. So they shipped him off to a insane asylum, to where he's going through all these random, like, torturous tests. And not too far away is a nurse who takes notice of this child who is going through all this suffering. And this nurse, who is a guy, actually grew up the same way, like just fatherless, and also having to make his way through the world. And so him and his wife actually just so happen to be in a situation where they can't have any kids. So now they look at this child and just realize that this child really needs help, and the way he's being treated at this insane asylum is not the way to go. So now the child, along with the nurse, join forces to rebel against the insane asylum and break out, and also help everyone else who, just needed some love, break out as well. And so now this is a story of like just an adventure, as well as like an impossible mission to escape and be free. So That's my story. I don't know if that went over 45 seconds, but that's what I got. It's just seriously off the top of my head. It was just all strictly out of like what I could, come up together. All right, so let's see what this next Oscar-worthy idea is gonna bring to us. So, a divorced dad trying to reconnect with his kids fights for the ultimate boxing title. Okay. Hey, actually a little bit of drama, but also some actions. That's my cup of tea right there. Some good action, especially when it comes to martial arts. Now let's check out the notes from the executive producer here. Okay, so what if the main character had a secret pet dragon? Like, for reals? Wow. Start that timer. Let's go. So the only thing that's saving his relationship with his kids and himself is this pet dragon that he grew up with. And they all just remembered just how much this dragon has brought them together. But this tournament has actually taken hold or captured the dragon. And so now in order to get the dragon back, they have to compete in a tournament. And that's where the dad comes in and has no idea of how to fight in like any type of tournaments whatsoever, but because him and the kids love the dragon so much and just of all the great memories that the dragons has brought them together, he had to compete in this tournament. And now having to go through so much training, it's all about the fight to save this dragon, to also save the relationship between the kids and the dad who just went through a divorce. Okay, that's all I got, dude. So as you can see from the two random stories that I had to put together right there, it's definitely a challenge, but at the same time, pretty fun. You're gonna get like random plot and character and then some random suggestions from the executive producer, which now makes it a lot harder or a lot more sillier for you to, retell the story or add more to the story. But, in actuality, when you're gonna be pitching ideas to producer, situations like that can happen. You can have an idea, but then now the producer may want some changes to it, and to be able to make those changes but still have a creative idea is an actual natural talent, especially for those who look to become screenwriters one day, like myself. But otherwise, no, this is a Pitchstorm. You can find these online, and I'll put a link in the description and below. And they are at certain stores. I was able to get this one in a game shop in Petaluma, California, but you can find these online as well. But yeah, definitely give it a try. It's very simple, but at the same time, like also very fun and also challenging. But it's what brings out the fun and the creativity in all of us. So definitely check it out. All right, guys, so that's it for this review on Pitchstorm. If you guys want to know more about it too, let me know in the comments below. And if you guys want to check out more of my work too, you can find them on my social media network. And speaking of, if you guys haven't done so, definitely click on that subscribe button. That way you guys can get more updates on events and projects that I'll be involved in. So till then, guys, this is Jason Lord with Jason Lord Photography and Films, bringing art, stories, and entertainment.